You're listening to Swift News, your daily news briefing in just 10 minutes. This is episode 27, and it's May 30, 2025. Let's get into today's stories.
Okay, so we've got a real mix today. A snapshot covering, global politics, business moves, tech updates, even some culture.
And the plan for this deep dive is pretty straightforward. Quickly unpack the main things happening, figure out why they matter, and maybe see how these different pieces fit together, getting you informed fast.
Exactly. A quick look at the forces shaping things globally right now.
Right, let's kick off with politics and global affairs. India seems quite prominent here, an all-party group doing outreach in South Africa, something about global peace leadership and Operation Sindoor.
Yeah, and linked to that, you have Defense Minister Rajnath Singh making some very clear statements, saying Pakistan occupied Kashmir, its people are part of India.
Okay.
And crucially saying any talks with Pakistan had to be just about tackling terrorism and, well, Pak's reintegration.
So setting firm conditions there, not just standard diplomacy.
Not at all. It's a strong assertion of India's stance. Very direct.
And then there's Russia looking to bring back the Russia-India-China, the RIC format.
That's interesting timing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Potentially signals a desire to strengthen certain regional blocs or, explore alternative alignments.
Right, and if we look at the bigger players, the U.S. is active too, pushing Russia at the UN for a Ukraine ceasefire deal, calling it the best possible outcome.
Still applying that diplomatic pressure, clearly. But then also, the U.S. State Department has issued this pretty sharp warning to China.
How about what specifically?
Concerns over exploiting U.S. universities, intellectual property theft, that kind of thing. It shows the relationship is complex, pressure on one front, warnings on another.
Beyond the major powers, France has brought in this big new ban on smoking outdoors. Public places like parks, beaches.
Yeah, framing it very much around protecting children's health, a concrete public health measure.
And quite different, you've got Greta Thunberg planning to sail to Gaza, a humanitarian mission.
Right, that's direct action, drawing attention to a crisis. Shows the variety of ways international focus happens, state diplomacy, public health policy, individual activism.
Okay, let's shift over to business and the economy. Some interesting numbers coming out of India. The Reserve Bank reported a big income jump.
A really big jump, up 27.5%, hitting a hefty 2.69 trillion. They're pointing to things like forex gains, interest earned on foreign securities.
What does that signal, practically speaking?
Well, it suggests India's external financial position is pretty robust. Good reserve management, strong forex handling. And add to that, over 23,700 new companies registered in April alone.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a 50% jump compared to last year. Speaks volumes about maybe an improving climate for starting businesses. Maharashtra's leading the way there. So you put those together, it paints a picture of some real underlying economic activity.
Meanwhile, internationally, those U.S. tariffs on Chinese goods, they're staying put for now. A court upheld them.
Yeah, so that trade tension, that friction, it's not easing up. It continues to ripple through global supply chains.
And South Africa might be looking to the U.S. for energy, a potential $1 billion annual deal for LNG.
Liquefied natural gas, yes. That could be a significant shift, potentially moving towards the U.S. as a key energy partner. Worth watching how that develops.
And back in India, a regulatory change. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board, IBBI, is setting up a common panel for insolvency professionals.
Right. Sounds technical, but the aim is speed. Making the process of appointing someone to handle a bankruptcy much faster, reducing delays. Should help unlock value in struggling companies more quickly.
Okay, technology. This section feels like it's moving at lightning speed. AI everywhere.
It really is. Look at Apple rolling out new AI features across the board. iPhone, iPad, Mac. We're talking like smarter photo editing, better predictive text, even intelligent health tools.
So embedding it right into daily use.
Exactly. Making it part of your workflow, trying to boost productivity, convenience. That seems to be the goal.
And then you have Baidu in China planning to open source its Ernie AI model soon.
By the end of June, yeah. That's a big move. Could really accelerate AI development globally if more people can access and build on their tech.
And Google's using AI in healthcare. AI, yeah.
Yeah, Google's AI doctor. It's interpreting X-rays, MRIs. The idea is to help doctors diagnose faster, potentially improve outcomes, shows AI stepping into really critical fields.
Which brings up the ethics side. Infosys is launching something.
An open-source responsible AI toolkit. It's designed to help organizations find and fix risks like security flaws, privacy issues, or bias in their AI systems. Trying to build trust.
That seems essential as this tech gets more powerful.
Absolutely. And OpenAI's latest, GPT 4.5, is apparently available with better emotional intelligence for more, empathetic conversations. So the trend is clear. AI is getting integrated, specialized, and importantly, people are starting to seriously tackle the ethical side.
Got it. Let's do a quick run through sports, entertainment, and culture. IPL highlights.
Royal Challengers Bengaluru beat Punjab Kings pretty decisively in Qualifier 1, kept them to just 101 runs.
Strong performance.
Yeah, Phil Salt batted well. Rajat Patidar hit the winning six. RCB's in the final on June 3rd.
What else in sports?
Badminton. Sadvik Siraj and Chirag are in the quarterfinals at the Singapore Open. And the Indian men's hockey team is off to Europe for the FIH Pro League. So, key tournaments ongoing.
Okay. Entertainment and culture. Cannes is happening.
Still buzzing, yeah. Music charts apparently dominated by BTS's Jungkook, and a surprise Blackpink single.
Bollywood news.
Well, Ranveer Singh's team shot down those Shaktiman movie rumors. Says he's focused on Durandar and Don 3, and some drama around Hera Fairy 3 Paresh Rawal's exit is turning into a legal thing.
Always something happening there.
And Criminal Justice Season 4 is stirring debate because they only released the first 3 episodes, leaving people waiting. Just a snapshot of what's trending.
Right. Now, connecting environment and science with human stories.
Wow.
Saudi Arabia preparing for a very hot Hajj pilgrimage.
Yeah, bringing in extra shade, misting systems, even using AI to manage crowds and heat stress for, over 1 million pilgrims expected. It's a direct response to climate reality impacting a major human event.
And broader climate concerns.
Scientists warning about Arctic glaciers melting faster, big implications for sea levels down the line, and more immediately, heavy rain hitting Mumbai, Kerala under a red alert for severe weather. So long-term trends and immediate impacts.
And on the human story side.
External Affairs Minister Jay Shankar honored UN peacekeepers for International Peacekeepers Day, recognizing their service.
Important recognition.
And some data points. 1,080 Indians deported from the U.S. since January using commercial flights. Gives a sense of scale on one aspect of migration. Plus, stories of Japanese towns still rebuilding after major floods, showing community resilience.
So we've covered a huge range in this snapshot. Geopolitics, AI breakthroughs, Bollywood, climate adaptation.
And when you step back, you really see the connections, don't you? How those U.S.-China trade issues we talked about, they affect businesses, maybe even the price of things you buy.
Yeah.
And AI isn't just gadgets. It's moving into your doctor's office, raising ethical questions we all need to think about. Climate change isn't abstract. It's forcing changes to things like the Hajj and causing dangerous weather right now.
And the individual stories, the peacekeepers, the migration numbers, the rebuilding efforts, they all fit into these bigger global patterns.
Exactly. Having this kind of broad view, even from a quick update, helps you connect the dots, helps you understand the forces shaping your world.
It definitely gives you a clearer picture.
So maybe something for you to think about today is this. We see technology and climate changing things incredibly fast. How might those two forces, working together or separately, really shake up global power structures and maybe even where people live? Human migration. In ways we haven't even anticipated yet, maybe just in the next few years.
That's a powerful question to mull over. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into today's key developments.
Stay curious. Keep looking for those connections between the headlines.